Hi, my name is Keith Youngblood, and I'm doing a video review for my Akashic Record reading with Divine Empowerment, Joanne Ashmore. Um, First off, I want to say that uh, I had just been introduced to the idea of Akashic Record whenever she told me about it. I didn't really have much of an idea about what it entailed, and I was definitely seeking at that time. I was interested in New Age philosophies and ideas and everything, but I didn't know what Akashic Record was. And she explained what it was about going into the records of your soul, essentially, and not only going into them and discovering information to share with you about your soul, but also clearing the Akashic Records, which is of phenomenal importance due to the what are known as like programs or basic or like negative thoughts that we keep in our minds around our bodies, that we create within ourselves or that others create of us, and also of our own choices that we have made not only in this life but in lifetimes. Like my reading went back hundreds of lifetimes ago that have still influenced this day, this incarnation of me. And so she told me about it, and I was like, absolutely, let's go ahead and do this. And she told me it's gonna take a few days at the time, and I was waiting. I was really anxious, but then I finally heard back from her, and she was like, okay, we have a lot to go through. I wasn't expecting it to be that in depth. And everything that she said was just, it hit my soul. It hit me like right in the heart. And first thing was my soul profile, where I discovered that I was a star seed from Vega, because I had always felt that I wasn't really from here, and I wanted to know like where my home or origin was, and I actually can hold that in my hands, that I know now, and it gives me a great sense of power. Also, it gave me a great sense of power knowing that I have mystery schools in Buddhism and Mayanism and the Celtic polytheism, and this also shows me that I have connections to this understanding that that some people in my life have not understood before, but I have felt that I've been drawn toward, especially Buddhism. And that gave me a sense of empowerment, because whenever you know about yourself, you feel that no matter all of the changing information in the world, no matter what changes, you know this information within your soul, and nothing can change it, and it's a beautiful feeling. But I wanted to stress right now, though, the stories and what she discovered about going into my Akashic Records, and the feeling that I had after she had done the clearing. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, one of my biggest hangups was guilt. It was guilt and disempowerment. And it was due to a relationship lifetimes ago. It's so crazy. But it ended horribly, to say the least. And I blamed myself. And so I not only blamed myself in that relationship, it was kind of like a curse almost. I cursed myself to blame myself for all my relationships that would fall apart. So no matter how relationships were going, I would always find myself blaming them, even in this lifetime. And I had no idea that it was from lifetimes ago. But she went into that, and I could actually, for the first time in my life, actually look back at my relationships, and I can see that it wasn't all just my fault. I mean, it takes two to tango and everything, but I didn't have to blame myself for a relationship falling apart. And also, the disempowerment was after she did the clearing. I've always been into yoga, but at the time I felt that I just didn't have the energy. I felt like I didn't want to do anything except watch TV and just like stay in bed. And there was a tear and a blockage about disempowerment, and it would completely disempower me. And this was going back the hundreds, not hundreds of lifetimes, quite a few lifetimes ago, but it disempowered me so much that I gave my power over to these other sources, and I would feel that I wasn't able to actually do anything. I couldn't do anything with myself or my life. And whenever she cleared it, I felt that my mind was clear. I felt that my eyes were clear. I felt my heart was clear, and I could do things. I could accomplish things, and I could start things and complete them. I didn't feel that I had just like this weight on me. And I believe that so much anxiety, so much stress, so much negativity that we as humans hold this day, that we try to use medication, we try to use psychotherapy to fix, is actually held at a soul level. That no matter how much you try to change it, unless you actually get into the Akashic records, there can not be any real transformation, any real change or clearing of these obstacles. And in conclusion of the reading, I just want to tell whoever watches this, you need a reading. Even if you feel that your life is going great, even if you feel that your life is just, you can't make sense of it, or you feel that nothing really makes sense in about your life, or you don't understand why you're anxious, you don't understand what's going on with your family or anything, there's just so much to be gained at your soul level from an Akashic record, from Divine Empowerment, Joanne Ashmore. And I will forever, always feel blessed that she honored me with this Akashic record reading at that time, because she transformed me, and I felt that a great boulder was off of my back. I felt like this tension inside of my heart, or inside my chest, that I had been holding in for years, had been finally just relaxed. And I felt that I could think, and I could stop hurting myself and hating myself through this Akashic record reading. And again, just please do your soul a favor, do all the souls that you come into contact a favor, and get a reading with Joanne Ashmore, Divine Empowerment. Again, this is Keith Youngblood, Starseed from Vega. Thank you very much. Bye.